Hi, my name is Cliff Dunlap, and this is my speech on how to tie a bow tie. Um, did you guys know that a majority of people don't know how to tie a bow tie, and that scares them away from actually wearing one? Well, I'm here to show you how to do it, and as well as give you more of a variety of ties to wear during formal and non-formal affairs. Some of the things I'm going to talk about are the history of bow ties, how it got to where it is today, as well as maybe some quick fun facts that you might find interesting, and then I'll actually demonstrate how to tie a bow tie slowly, so then everybody can catch it, every single turn, every single fold and everything like that, so then you will know how to do it. So I'm going to start off with just a little bit of a brief history, just to kind of let you know where bow ties have come from. In an article from Jelani Matin, he talks about the origin of the bow tie, which actually comes from Croatia during the Prussian War of the 17th century, and they were actually just started off being scarves that they wore around their necks for their military uniforms, which actually was stolen from the French, who were their allies, but really liked the fashionable part of the scarves, and so they started wearing them as a part of their uniforms, not only as a part of their uniforms, like fashion-wise, but as a functionality part, because of the fact that it would close their collars like this on their jackets, which would keep out the rain, snow, whatever they were doing when they were out in the country. Also, according to Paul Henrick, 2008, an article done by him, the French called them cravats. So that's where it sort of got its popularity. From there, the bow tie got popular in the United States in the industrial era, which that's where it got its signature name, bow tie, because of the signature bow that it looks like. And so that's a brief history that I think is important to know about bow ties. And then I'm going to go ahead and let you know some fun facts. First one, by Wendy Gomersall, 2008. Said in an article that a lot of people don't wear bow ties because they're seen as too formal, and people are nervous that they're going to look strange because they look way too formal at some sort of affair or something like that. So they've more or less been cut to black tie affairs, which I don't think is necessarily right. Another fun fact that I think you guys find interesting, in the 60s and 70s, bow ties became very popular in the disco scene, where people would wear bow ties that were shoulder length and 6 to 8 inches wide, which isn't very popular today, but it was back then. And also, which will lead me into my next point, another fun fact, wearing a bow tie that you actually tie makes it easier to adjust to make it different sizes according to how big you are up here, and just to make it look more proportionate in accordance to your clothes. And now I will go from there and actually show you how to tie your own bow tie. Keep in mind that it's going to be a little hard for me to tie my bow tie considering I am not looking in a mirror, but I will do my best to make all my movements slow enough so then you can catch everything. I'll try to make everything clear as well. So what you start off first is the bow tie, each side evenly, not like a regular straight tie where they're different in lengths. From there, you just go ahead and fold it like that, pull it tight up against your neck. Then from there, you're going to want to throw one end over your shoulder. So one end down, one end over your shoulder, like this. From there, you're going to take one end, fold it to make the signature bow. From there, you drop the end that was on your shoulder, drop it down beneath, and right in between your bow. The next step, fold it in half like this, your bow, and then pull this tight. From here, you're going to notice that you have a little hole right here, right behind it. That's where you're going to want to put this loose end and loop it through. Said. once you have it looped through, that's when you can pull it tight and sort of craft and make it look better. I know that doesn't look that great right now, but it's... So, that's how you tie a bow tie. Again, this is a little bit rough just because I didn't have a mirror. But during my speech I went over the history of the bow tie, maybe some fun facts that you guys might think is interesting, as well as I wanted to leave you with, not as more of a persuasive, but more as an informative, to let you have more of a selection when you're going to formal events and even informal events. I think a bow tie is good pretty much anywhere. Thank you. I'm Clip Dunlap, and thank you for listening.